with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in 2019 from Ohio State. It's Dwayne Haskins.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
They start the drive with Ware. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Number 34.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, it's Ware. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
The ball carried by number 34.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Running on first down with Ware. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Back again, the ball.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
As he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they're able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the total that they can fall back on anymore.
And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the others, you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what did you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that answer.
Cold-blooded.
A 9-yard gain on the play.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
By number 31.
17 yards there on 3rd down as they pick up a 1st and 10. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive football. You're exactly right. It'll be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25-yard
line.
To throw again. Haskins looking for Chark again. This time he's got it. And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
Touchdown.
DJ Chark with touchdown number 8 on the year. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive.
For the extra point.
One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Saints take over.
So here come the Saints now for their first drive.
2-yard line.
And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator said right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. If it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll run on second down with Cohen, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He was just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Looking to throw. He's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on third down.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big. 41 yards on the ground. You were telling me this yesterday. It's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
From the gun, Carter. It's going to be at the 10-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
Number 43.
7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5.
At the 5-yard line.
Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And we'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and
remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles, this is the number 2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge up front? Do you get your offensive line together, get your tight end in the ball game and say, I don't care that they're number 2. Let's go ahead and show them that we can run the ball anyway? Or do you do the best thing and throw the darn thing and try and get in the end zone?
Maybe that's wiser. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score, Thunderbirds 7, Saints nothing.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Carter. Trying to put it on Carter. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. They find themselves open for an easy touchdown.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. Each team's had it, each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Returning it, John Ross.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
1st down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have to get in front and keep the ball moving.
Now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up.
Offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They go play action with Haskins. The kicker here, it's complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
The 27-yard line.
On second down. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Number 34 on the carry. Brought down at the 30-yard line.
And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Down.
From the gun, it's Haskins. That's caught by Ware. They caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch. And most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not come into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open-field tackle.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge, because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will in that last drive.
Complete.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his fifth catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end.
37-yard line.
Back to throw is Carter. To throw on second down. And this will be incomplete.
Carter's pass. Incomplete on the throwaway.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, Carter. Throws incomplete after almost being intercepted. The pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
Jones in punt formation.
This is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
They'll take over.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Toronto's offense ready to take over.
And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't done before. Time to shake things up a little bit and try to get this offense moving.
So what do? You shake things up.
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. That will toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
To number 80.
16 yards, a first down.
16 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. And this is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
2nd and 10 now. Haskins rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
3rd down, here's Haskins. And they'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 36. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll run on first down. Where? And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
The line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, and reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
11 yards there, first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. John Ross, his second touchdown on the season. And his guys have taken the lead.
Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that prior to this game, head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair, watching a Tuesday night college game, and decided to implement it myself.
Sterling Hoffrichter set to kick off.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. Taking it about the one.
He's just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Not great field position.
When you talk on the building, well, that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Crowder. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll run it with Cohen. Set up a 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there at 2nd down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. It was pretty... evident and reading everything, hearing these guys talk, that this was a deal they wanted to get done. They know how valuable he is to this team.
Absolutely a key component to what they do and what they do well. And if they want to continue to have success in the future,
they can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Charles, and another timeout called for by the offense. As the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Second down and goal.
To try again after the sack. Haskins. That's going to be caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
To number 8.
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. It's caught. Touchdown. Haskins. 3 yards. And these guys find a way to stretch that lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
The kick is good.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7.
21. Saints 7. Sterling Hoffrichter set to kick off.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. But Charles, it's the second quarter. Your team's losing. You're not playing well as the quarterback. But like I said, it's the second quarter. So how worried right now are you?
You're concerned, but you're not panicked because you know there's still an opportunity. No one's excited about the stat line right now. 1 touchdown pass, okay, that's cool. But he's throwing an interception as well. Can he eliminate the mistakes and keep making the positive plays, the good plays? That's what they're looking for from him.
Time to find out if he can do just that. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. From the gun, Carter. And he completes it to Carter. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun. Carter. His hands are over the middle. And we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Carter on 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Carter's pass.
Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get him with 10 seconds to go before halftime. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee, and that's Haskins. That's the football. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, guys, thanks very much. We'll get back with you shortly. But first, let's take...
Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter.
Sterling Hoffrichter set to kick off.
The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
He's past the 30. But this one... So holding will scratch off some of that return.
Fans get frustrated when they see but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, but for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Second down.
For number 46.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long game or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now left side, a completion was tied in. And I think the ball's out. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. And now nothing but green ahead of him.
Oh, it don't matter. It don't matter.
And he's going to put it for a touchdown.
Touchdown, Toronto.
The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. That's what they've done all game long.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the lead is up to 18 now. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rolling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. But ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Carter throwing on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the ball.
Dwayne Haskins sacked.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
It's in the end zone. And that is going to be a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Toronto's offense ready to take over.
They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And 3 yards there takes them to the 45.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Haskins on third down. Flushed out right. That's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope willingness to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And then Shark gets complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Possession, and he pulls it in. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 13-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
And they're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
He was brought down.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Number 31, the ball carrier.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Haskins will throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. 5-yard touchdown. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
He's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. That time, a 9-play drive.
Saints 10. Sterling Hoffrichter set to kick off.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Back out on the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs. just messes things up for you offensively. And now they got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Number 43.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and he passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Give him 9 on the play, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
That's a 42-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Carter looking to throw on 2nd down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Carter finds his man, Watson over the middle. And he is going to have a
the Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's getting a first down there.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he gets about hammering for a new contract.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Out of bounds at the 40-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Operating from the gun. Carter. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He's out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. There he goes for 30 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing, and if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front.
Offense.
Moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
Still first down.
And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. They run. This is Cohen.
The Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they take this down to about the 3.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Well, the elusive, slippery guy couldn't get in there, though. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
On 3rd and goal, they're going to run the option.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
This is our time.
8 yards out of it, but they're still left with a 4th and goal from a ways out.
At the 6-yard line.
Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget about bend down break. Get a year to do this. So in this spot, the coaches told us before the ball game, any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
Number 31.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
On first down. Where? They'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
By number 34.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They run again with Ware. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
5 yards.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll try and run with Ware. They're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a first down.
4th down, here's Haskins. And this is incomplete. Well, 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule, that if someone does it to them, you want your people to test that out.
Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Back to throw. Carter. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. From the gun, Carter. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal. Tonight's final.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were